Other interesting cultural news, you have a store in Los Angeles having an entire aisle in a glass cage as the cultural decay of California continues to go down. Now, this comes to us thanks to End Wokeness, in which he says, quote, "The store in Los Angeles now has an entire aisle in a glass cage. You can only exit after the item taken has been stamped." Which, yeah, if you live in a country, or in this case, a state of lawlessness, and district attorneys that don't prosecute crime, and the rare occasions where actually are arrested, well, yep, you gotta get creative because, again, slippage is a real thing, aka retail theft. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, or problem, I would argue. And yep, the stores cannot sustain it, so they gotta start doing something different.
So I'm on the
And this is credited to CBS News Los Angeles.
So I'm on the outside of this glass partition between two aisles that actually section off this area. And as you look around, you'll see several products that range from first aid, detergents, health and beauty, and more. We also checked out ourselves to see how it all works. So there's actually a cashier inside. You pay for your product, and they'll put a sticker on it right here to show you paid.
Ever notice how there's never Bibles or work boots over there, or books? Fascinatingly enough, those things are never stolen. Now, not too surprising is Tide. Believe it or not, one of the biggest black markets in other countries and retail theft is laundry detergent. And some people actually call Tide liquid gold in other countries because it's so valuable from a usage perspective, and just the the number of uses you get per container, and obviously the value is magmatic. It's huge. Or Trump would say, "Huge, the biggest, the Tide's the best. I like the orange, obviously." But in all reality, this is just another sign of the decay of California. And geez Louise, I cannot imagine the stress of running a business, yet alone a brick and mortar in California. Not only the disgustingly large encyclopedia-like textbook of regulation and oversight, but also, you have to deal with the retail theft being one of the worst on the planet. Now, this didn't go as far as I thought it'd go. We got about 750,000 views and 9.4 thousand likes. One of the first comments coming from Paul Zupa saying, quote, "California is a third world country," getting 87 likes, which I would say third world countries usually have less corruption than California. We never forget Gavin Newsom lost $25 billion for their effort to combat homelessness. He just goes, "Whoops, I can't account for that." I'm not joking. That literally happened. And yet they still vote for him time and time again. You ridiculous. Basic Electrician also says, quote, "To combat theft, LA has started putting smaller stores inside of their stores," getting 171 likes, which, I mean, again, they're putting the most profitable things in there, as well as the things that are most likely to be stolen. I mean, especially when you think of, cosmetics, nail polish especially. I mean, a lot of those very small, compact things that cost a lot of money are very, very common for retail theft. Good Christian Engineer says, "Only in Gavin's California getting 8, so I get 9 likes." I Love American News says, "California fails," and it says picture of Gavin Newsom looking creepy. Well, that doesn't really clarify it much because that's most of his photos. And that's coming from me. And it says, quote, "We're Democrats. We don't do accountability. We waste billions of tax dollars." Yep, getting 180 likes. Courage is a Habit says, quote, "California is a crystal ball for the rest of the nation. This is New Mexico recently. Many cities in California have been this way for over 10 years. This is always a result of vote blue no matter who," which, yeah, it's quite concerning how mentally vacuous and brainwashed some people are. Again, there are a couple folks on the right who have that ideology. However, the right side of the political aisle don't make a whole political campaign that literally says out loud and propagates to millions of people, "Vote blue no matter who." Again, if you can give me 3 articulate reasons or 3 specific ideals of a prospective candidate, or 3 of their track record accomplishments, even if I don't agree with them, I'll respect your vote because it's an educated vote. It's quite concerning how few educated votes there are these days in the United States, it seems. Defund the MSM says California would rather lock up essentials instead of criminals, getting 51 likes, which, yep, backtrack true. They usually let them out the same day. Now, again, California did just finally pass a law so they can decrease the felony amount. So they actually will start, in theory, to prosecute these thefts. Because, again, they voted to increase it to $950, which is so stupid. It obviously incentivizes crime, and it did cause a massive spike increase in crime. So it appears they're trying to get back to sanity. Now, again, how will it be done in actual execution? Not really intended in terms of Saudi Arabia that doesn't have this problem. Yeah, they're pretty brutal when it comes to theft. They don't tolerate it. But in all seriousness, in terms of the execution of these new laws that are supposed to crack down on crime, will the district attorney and the judges actually rule on it? Again, the police are being empowered to make the arrest, But the concern is what's actually going to happen when it comes to the prosecution, and will anything really be done? See if there's one or two more. Angry Trumpeter says, quote, "This is what happens when you vote for liberals and Democrats. They destroy your cities and enable the woke social justice warriors and BLM and Antifa terrorists to rob, steal, burn, and loot stores, with the result being this, getting 62 likes. What does he mean? Chicago's a great place to live. They never have these issues. Same with New York City. Or Minneapolis." Ha ha ha. Political pun, and kind of sad because, yep, these things all happen in those those cities. So, yeah. Again, it's not good that all this is happening at a greater frequency in terms of these stores, locking up. I understand why they have to, because again, they can't afford to lose money. They're not Walmart, and even they have razor thin margins. Even they are shutting down stores in places like Chicago, where they said publicly they haven't made a profit there in years. It's not sustainable long term. So we'll see. And again, there's many variables and reasons why we don't have armed guards, or we don't have a Marine with M16 at our stores. Yeah, one of them being insurance policies, and yeah, that's one of the reasons they actually don't stop crime in stores. But let me know, do you think things are going to get better before they get worse, or worse before they get better? Do you think, will this spread to other states across the United States? Let me know your thoughts, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.